stars are shining all around me like halogen.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Life is Strange. This is the diary episode. We are in the first nightmare dreaming sequence kind of thing, whatever you want to see it as. And this is the journal entry for the first one. I don't know if there's more than one in this episode. I just started playing it and this was the one that came up. But as you can see, there is Rachel's dad and the mistress. And then, you know, the burning tree, and then there's Max, and then Blackwell, Hollyweed, and I'm guessing, oh yeah, David and her mom getting married, escape the Bay, all of our plans to try to, you know, leave Arcadia Bay. Oh, I need to come back to that later. Alright, Max. You got kicked out of Blackwell? Wow, I don't think we can be friends anymore, if we ever were. Aww. Miss Price, do you realize what happened to students when they leave Blackwell? Their parents die. Tick, tock, tick, tock. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, she's getting messages from the Raven and from Shakespeare? Popular girl. Caw! I'll trade your father for Rachel. I need her to be a star. My star. Well. Up. Sorry. I think that is it, because I don't think these things are changed. Yeah, those things aren't changed by the nightmare sequence. But yeah, this is our first journal entry thingy. There will be more, because obviously this isn't going to be a whole episode. Now I'm rambling. I'm sorry. But I decided to wait till the end of the episode to do the diary entries and just do them all at once, because it made more sense. This was the last entry that we had read out loud. We'll go to the next one. Max. Deep breath. Okay. When did you decide you were done with me? I mean, how did you know it was time to move on? I ask because Rachel and I have decided we're done with this shit town. We've had it. It's bye-bye Bay. But instead of just ghosting it like someone I know, we're gonna leave a trail of destruction in our wake. For Rachel, that means burning a fucking forest down. I know, crazy, but guess what? I'm pretty crazy too. In not unrelated news, I finally got my ass kicked out of Blackwell. But at least I managed to keep Rachel from getting booted from her play. I should probably be more upset about being a high school dropout, but I'm not. It's just another chapter of fuckery in the story of life. So yeah, burning bridges literally and academically. That's how you make an exit woman. Chloe, the exit wander. Max. You ever hated someone's guts, but then later felt bad because you found out they're actually cooler than you thought? Yeah, me neither. David got it inside his douchebag skull that he needs to start cracking down on me, which meant demanding I empty my pockets for him in the Blackwell parking lot. I went along with it, but just so I could wave my bag of herbs in his stupid mustached face. I guess it backfired because now David is moving into my old house. I say old house because if he's there, I sure as shit am not. Oh, I also bumped into Elliot. He's super into me still. Everyone wants a piece of Price. Chloe, bane of faces. Or fascis, I mean. Ever been to therapy? It's actually kind of awesome. And I don't mean writing down your feelings and hugging and crying and shit. I'm talking about popping open the hood and getting your hands dirty. Rachel's awesome at it because of course she is. We talked about my mom, David, the fire, my expulsion. Rachel didn't want to talk as much, but I got her to open up. I'm glad I did. By the end, everything, I don't know, seemed a little less broken, I guess. Speaking of, I found this gnarly truck that I started fixing up. Who knows if I'll ever get it running, but for now, I'm glad just to have the problem I might actually be able to solve. And maybe an escape vehicle? Stay tuned. Fixing trucks and fixing brains. Who needs school anyway? Chloe, the less broken fixer. Max, how do you know when it's time to take a relationship to the next level? I'm talking about my drug dealer, Frank, of course. He wants me to do a job for him, picking up money from Drew North. You know Drew, Blackwell's premier jockstrap and now apparently oxy dealer. Dude's in pretty deep, it seems. But it should be an easy job, and besides, I could use the money for mine and Rachel's escape fund. Which, speaking of Rachel, guess who Sneezeball dad's side piece I saw coming out of Frank's RV? I pressed Frank for info and learned that her name is Sierra? Sierra? I don't know. And she's only been around for a couple weeks. Oh, and she loves the drugs. Weird. Alright, off to make my triumphant return to Blackwell. At least I'm getting paid to go there this time. Chloe, the criminally awesome. Max. Fuck. Remember that easy job for Frank I told you about? Yeah, not quite. First, I jacked Samuel's keys to the dorm, but struggled to get past Skip. I actually bummed him out so bad he snapped at Wells. Felt shitty about it, but I had to get inside. Took a brief detour into Elliot's room and read his poetry. Dude's got feelings. For me, I think. I'm flattered, I guess. Anyways, I found the cash, but then Drew and Mikey showed up, followed by Frank's psychopath boss, Damon. Have you ever met someone that you just knew never to fuck with? I hadn't until today. Damon started beating the shit out of Drew for the money he owed. Drew wanted me to stay with Mikey, but I couldn't take the sound of Damon hurting him. I opened the door and gave the money to the asshole just so he'd leave Drew alone. Unfortunately, Mikey tried to be a hero and got hurt. It was all so fucked. And then the most fucked part, that I had anything to do with it. Chloe the Peacemaker. Max, just when I thought this day couldn't get any more dramatic, wait, let's back up. Guess who tried to drug Rachel and Jack her role? Don't worry. Rachel and I turned the tables on Victoria and gave her a taste of her own medicine. Literally. Sadly, the drama doesn't end there for me. Stupid Juliet got caught up in the middle of caught up in the stupid fire, and now I let's just say there's exactly one person in the world who can make me dress up in a funny costume and act like Shakespeare in front of an audience of all my least favorite people. And she happened to be next to me at the exactly wrong moment. Chloe the FML. Max. So I survived, just in case you're worried about me. You totally weren't. But it wasn't easy. I had to remember what to say and where to go and not to flip off everyone in the audience. Not gonna lie, I totally killed it. Once I got past the stupid makeup and the blinding lights and just let myself get lost in it all. I guess acting is really about forgetting the rest of the world exists and being completely in the moment. When I'm with Rachel, somehow that becomes easy. We ended up creating a new story together on stage. A much better story, because this one ends with the two of us escaping the island and sailing off in the sunset together. Take that, Shakespeare. Will real life turn out this, so awesome? Time will tell. Chloe, the bardest bitch in town. Time has told. And no, it turns out that real life is not like the stage. It is so much better. We're leaving tonight. Boom. Peace out, Arcadia Bay. We're heading to Los Angeles, home of the movie stars, dank weed, and who cares? All that matters is it's not here. I didn't believe Rachel at first. It's not that I don't trust her, but she tends to get swept away in the moment. Let's just say she erased all doubts. What? You need me to draw you a map? We made out. As awesome as you may imagine making out with Rachel Amber sounds, believe me, it was a bajillion times awesomer. After a quick stop by Rachel's house, we're heading off. Next time you hear from me, I'll be an ex-Arcadian just like you. Chloe, the so much better. Alright guys, at the point of this episode, I have not done the Amber household. I don't know how the journal entries work, if they are written at a moment in time or if they are written after the moment has passed. So I'm going to wait to read the rest of the journal entries until the next episode. I know that sounds a little weird, but I missed my opportune point when I first played this, and I don't want to have to replay the Amber household again. So that is what we're going to do. So you'll get the next parts, or the finished parts of this in the next journal entry episode. But let's go ahead and see what's new here. Oh, James and Rose. Ugh. You can't trust normal people. Just ask Rachel. Her dad seems like the most normal guy on the planet, but he also turns out to be a cheating dickwad. Come to think of it, maybe that is normal. What sucks is that Rachel and her parents actually seem to get along really well before. James is a new district attorney in Arcadia Bay, which is the reason Rachel's family moved up here from Orange City. Despite his job, James doesn't act like an uptight law enforcer all the time, unlike some wannabe father figures I know. Rose, Rachel's mom, also seems pretty decent. She certainly really loves Rachel and James. Poor lady. Whatever happened with Rachel's family, it still seems like she really does love her parents. And maybe that's all that matters. I'd certainly rather have a cheating dickwad dad than a dead one. Aww. Okay, and then... oh, nope, I just want to actually, go to the... Alright, David. Spend a few minutes with Damon Merrick and you can tell that he's a peace-loving guy who gardens in his spare time and loves unicorns and rainbows. Oh, and hunting down anyone who owes him money. It's the simple pleasures. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I know that he collects on his debt, or his name is written all over the mill, and he might even scare Frank. I think they work together, but unlike Frank, he's got a bit to match his bark, or he's got a bite to match his bark. Everyone at the mill that night seemed to know him, but every time I asked someone about them, they clammed right the hell up. And you have to be a special breed of fucked up to be scared of any kind of sense, to scare any kind of sense into the criminal element of Arcadia Bay. The one thing everyone will tell me, the guy is bad news. Alright. Oh, and then we read these actually like in the episode. Oh, we didn't get 2. Oh, that's sad. Well, like we got the rest of them. Alright guys, that is the end of the episode. At the end of this, I will include the clips from the one dream sequence or nightmare sequence that we did have in this episode. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So if you guys like this video, press that like button. If you want to watch more videos, press that subscribe button. I make videos Monday through Thursday and sometimes on Friday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!